So, we are in a series how to relax deeply and consciously. Two things. So, when there is a conscious relaxation, it helps you to rise in self awareness and makes you ready for higher journey of meditation, which results into awakening. Imagine, just imagine, you had a wonderful dream and you wake up. So you have a dream body, you have a dream world, and you have a dreamer. And then you have a waker, you have a waking world outside. Which one is real? It's very easy to say that waking world seems to be real, but for the dream world, the waking world is false. Waker body is different than the dream body. That is why you see that you keep lying down on the bed and the dream body goes to different places. So the dream world in the dream body is different from the waking body, waking world. And we already know that waking world is more than little more than the dream world. Why? The waking world, the thing remains steady, but they are also changing. My grandparents, I met them, they are no more. That is also changing. The same way the dream world is changing, same way waking world is also changing. Pay attention. Understanding is required. In the dream world, we have dream sense organ and we say, what a wonderful dream I had. But it is the dream sense organs. In the waking world, it is the waking sense organ. Maybe you hate your honey, but in the dream world, the dreamer perceives the honey as the most handsome or most beautiful. Sense organ, these sense organ likes and dislikes, whatever it dislikes, it creates a world of its own. Now, where I'm taking you to understand. So it's a now it's these are the election season in our country. So it's a better to use the example of Republican and Democratic. Think that Republican and Democratic parties are but the senses in the body. They each explain their good points and hide their bad points. That is what our sense organ and the mind does. That is what our sense organ and the mind does. Same way, we need to find out what thoughts in us are good and what thoughts in us are bad or negative, and how to get rid of that negative. That is the purification of the mind. And then what happens? You like one party and the other party wins. You can explain what John can explain you what happened to him in the last election. Senses and the mind. And you see, each party convinces problem for the last 200 years still exists. We can choose the less evil. That is different. What our masters are saying, that this journey of the real self is beyond the senses and the mind. And Eastern wisdom has nothing to do with any cult, dogma, religion, belief, God. It says, be very clear. It's an instrument of knowledge to bring the total freedom. These two parties cannot bring the total freedom even after 200 years. And these two parties are senses and the mind at different time. When we got married, our senses and the mind says, wow, what a wonderful honey I have. I'm not going to ask you now. So you see, it is the same senses in the mind. You try to understand what I'm saying. Because I'm here to bring the harmony, I'm not here to bring the conflict. So I'm not going to ask what is the status now. So these senses and the mind have a partial perception. It does not have a clear and the right perception unless we purify it, unless we rise in awareness. And the first practice is, obviously, that is what we have been doing it. My master used to explain, there are many metaphors and parables in our Eastern wisdom to understand these simple principles. There is a metaphor in our Eastern wisdom, all teachers know it, that the milk of the lioness, not lioness, is extremely strong. Now you see how I bring the topic. So it says the milk of the lioness is extremely strong. Plastic bottle, glass bottle cannot hold it. Only the gold pot can hold such a strong milk. And 24 karat gold. So, what is the message here? Our mind must become the 24 karat gold. Then only this knowledge will continue to stay. If your mind is 24 karat gold today, you need only today's session. Everything is done. Otherwise, the knowledge does not stay. This knowledge will only stay when the mind is pure. This is, and it demands a small little of a discipline. Every day we listen and learn, we do the practice, and then we will see that it is possible. What is going to happen? You are agitated inside, and it is easy to make mind impure. But because of this knowledge, you are agitated inside, you recognize, you reflect on it, and your agitation comes down. That is the important. Now, see, let me give you another example. It is easy to cheat anyone when my mind has an impurity of greed. It pushes you, impulsive nature. Do you see that? But now, when the greed is gone, what happens? You live in a higher awareness. I live in the same house, for example, with a couple of members of the family, and my mind is impure. It thinks otherwise of each member of the family. So that mind is impure, which causes the rift and the conflict. Are you getting it? And same thing in the professional life. No, I have a lot of things to do, and what should I do? I wake up in the morning. Calm down your mind. So that hesitation must calm down before I organize my activities and start the journey. Then there is no fear, there is no. It is easy to react when the mind is impure with the strong dislikes. Are you getting it? Understand that. We need to contemplate and reflect. And it's what is the self discipline? Oh, let me spend 10 minutes every day in the evening before going to the bed. How many times mind you had likes and dislikes, and then you reflect on it and just calm down before you sleep. We need that kind of a discipline. It's not a big deal. Why it is not a big deal? No, it's a big deal for me, but it's not a big deal. Why it's not a big deal? We find the time to go to the washroom or the restroom, and we don't find the time to do the listening and practice. What kind of an attitude we have? So that attitude, the attitude is caused by the impure mind inside. One young guy was telling me in the morning, no, I had to struggle a lot. Did I not give you the practice? No, no, my mind was saying, I will do the practice later. Let me continue to struggle. I said, this is where the problem is. We need a very small awareness, very little awareness. Should I watch the horror TV serial or should I do the practice? We need only a choice. One side we have all the pleasures and pain of the world, and on the other side we have a little of self-discipline, little of the knowledge and the practice. Oh, let me do the practice first. I have to make a choice, and the choice is made by the intellect. Why? Now understand how Master's genius explains this. Our nature has programmed the essential activities which the nature thought we may forget, and it will cause the death. In deep sleep, we are continuously breathing. It's a nature's work. We have to remove the impurities, physical impurities from the body. So there is a strong urge. That is the first. Second is the impulsive mind. We got an impulsive mind since our birth. And this impulsive mind creates likes and dislikes, attachment and detachment, duality and a conflict. And that is dominant in our present life. So there comes the Eastern wisdom. It says intellect. You move from the thinking to a non-thinker, non-thinker to a thinker. Impulsively, I say, I hate you, I love you, I like you, I dislike you, no, I don't want to meet you. Impulsively. So there, if the intellect comes, what I have to do with the likes and dislikes? You have come, let me welcome you. Finished. My daughter introduced me to his friend. Now they are married almost 1.5 years ago. So she wanted, she thought that I will say something. I just said, okay, you both have come to meet me. Very good. Until she told me that this is what I'm going to do. I said, do it. So there was some sense of hesitation. And that hesitation comes from the impulsive mind. Last thing, and before we do the practice, any activity, any activity has takes the birth and they die. Waking dies in sleep, sleep dies in dream, dream dies in waking state. You cannot sleep 24 hours, you cannot wake up 24 hours, you cannot dream 24 hours. There is something the nature has designed, it will push you and wake up. If you say that you can sleep 24 hours, try it. It is the nature's design. So, whatever is the nature's design, we have to repeat it again. Food. I feel hungry, so I eat food. After a few hours again. Understand it clearly. But when this knowledge is settled in the mind completely, when the mind is 24-hour carat gold and the mind is now knowledge is settled, you don't need to repeat the practice. You live into that state. Simple. Do you love your body? Yes. The same body gives pain and the pleasure. We stand before the mirror, so we spend a lot of time before the mirror. I love you. Body says, I'm going to be sick tomorrow. Do you see that? Look at the way our masters have understood this. So that is why we say, I am not the body. Body, whether you become sick or healthy, I will take care of you if you become sick. I will take care of my car if it breaks down. But I am fully aware that the car is separate from me, the body is separate from me. I am not the body. We need that awareness. At the same time, we need to take care of this body, but don't do extra care. Extra care means that you find the pleasure in the body. It will result into pain. So our master doesn't say that you don't take bath, you don't uh, groom yourself. Yes, but it should not be with a sense of attachment. And now see, we experience this pain and pleasure only in the waking and the dream state. These are two different states. The dreamer experiences the pain and pleasure, waker also, but in sleep we don't experience anything. So, in a way, what is sleep? Sleep is nothing but we are disconnected from the body and the mind. And when you are disconnected from the body and the mind, you know we can easily understand that we are not the body. So our master says we are living without knowing. And when we live in ignorance, this body is going to create a lot of challenges. But when we live with the wisdom, body will continue to have the same state. It will continue to age. But what is going to happen? The suffering will come to an end. It will minimize the impact of illnesses, frustration, anxiety, reaction, duality, and a conflict. Drops down. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed. Find out the best place for the practice. Place, become aware of the space all around your body. There may be a space 1 foot all around your skin of the body. Just visualize that space. So when you visualize that space 1 foot all around, you are confining the territory of the mind into that space. You will become aware if the mind runs after any object, event, condition, and then the position of the body. Position of the body, any position which is comfortable, which puts you into ease. But that too is not enough. You have to check any part of the body, any joint should not be stressed. So that is we have done. In that state we are comfortable. So what I said in being comfortable, remember each and every part of this knowledge. So being comfortable is changing the direction of the mind. And when you change the direction of the mind, you change the state of the mind. In Hindi, it is very interesting to see. You change the disha, we say disha means direction, dasha means the state of the mind. So both starts from the word di, disha and dasha. So what we have to do, we do nothing. You look at the neck joint, go inside, experience the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Simple. We are not doing any practice. Make sure you tell your mind you are not doing any practice. You are shifting your awareness. And move the mind on the shoulder joints. You're looking at the shoulder joint, you're not looking at the world outside. When you look at the world outside, the mind is scattered in millions of directions. And here you have only two shoulder joints. So mind can easily focus. You see? Understand it clearly. And then you look inside and experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Look at the entire body from the top of the head to the toes and experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. You see, since I started this practice, you have to keep all those audio files safe. The moment you find some practice challenging, go to the previous one. The moment you find that today's practice is very easy for you, when you do it for 7 days, you are ready for a higher journey. So, like this, don't leave these files. So, now being carefree. So, being carefree is moving from the unexamined life to the examined life, or you can say from a non thinking mind to a right thinking mind. So, what is that? I said just be aware of the space inside the forehead. That space is like a sky, and the thoughts, feelings, and emotions are moving like the birds flying in the sky. Does anything happen to the sky? Answer is no. Same thing with the thought, feeling, and emotion. When we don't examine these thought, feeling, and emotion, we feel as if it is me and mine. The way the birds flying in the sky Nothing happens to the sky. We should recognize nothing happens to the space. The thoughts are jumping, feelings are there, they come and they go, is what is being carefree. Very good. So we have done so. You see that these three steps I made it for a few minutes only. In the beginning, I extended this period. So that is how we progress. I'm giving you all my what we normally say tips and tricks. You become the teacher to yourself. And now the next step is look or feel or aware. Whether I say be aware of the head and skin of the head and the neck, and experience sensation awareness. I will bring fourth and the fifth step together. So, what is in the next step? Sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. So, look at the head and the neck. Just be there means keep your mind there. Means what? Just be aware what it means. Just know that here is the head and the neck. And experience sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. So you see, today I merge these two steps. So I have more time to give you the advanced steps. Look at the right arm from the shoulder to the fingertips. Means you are looking at the skin, you are staying there, you know and you feel, and you experience sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. You will start feeling some sensation. It may be tingling, it may be numbness, it may be heaviness, it may be lightness. It may be you will feel as if this right arm dissolved. That means what? You are living in a higher awareness. Your mind has already gone deeper inside. Move the mind or live or feel the left arm from the shoulder to the fingertips. We are not doing anything. We are shifting our awareness. What that means? You know, here is the left arm from the shoulder to the fingertips with an experience of sensation, relaxation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. I believe I'm making myself clear. So move the mind on the middle portion of the body, from the shoulder down to from the front and the back until the waist. And oh yes, sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. One more time to the middle portion of the sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. And the right leg from the right side of the waist to the toes. You just know. Knowing means you are aware. Aware means you feel the sensation. So there comes sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. I'm not saying that you should not say that it becomes difficult to focus on a particular part of it. I never said this. If I say, do you know your left leg? Yes. Where it is? Do you feel it? Yes. And then experience sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. Simple. It is not a practice, it is a non practice. When your mind drops into a non practice, it raises its awareness And then only you can definitely experience that I am much higher and deeper than this body. So, know the entire body the way it is. Knowing means you are aware of the body. Awareness means you are feeling the body. Here it is. And then sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. Now, I will not say sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. I will only say the part of the body. I'm introducing an advanced step. I will say only the part of the body, and your mind says sensation, awareness, relaxation, stillness in that part of the body. How? How? By how? By knowing it. How? By knowing that part. How? By feeling. How? By being aware. Simple. You are not doing any practice. So, what I said, remember, I said that I will not say sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. It is your mind, your intellect says by knowing that part of the body. We are going at a little subtler level. We want to relax each and every cell of the body. What it means, we want to remove the crazy mind that has entered into the body unconsciously, habitually. We want to remove the unconscious, impulsive, and crazy mind entered into cells of the body. Oh, can we release it? Answer is yes. Say, just I give you an example. I will only say forehead, and then I will have a pause. Your intellect says sensation, or non-verbally you experience sensation. Sensation is there, yes. I'm aware, yes. Relaxation is there, yes. And stillness is there, yes. I believe you got it. Let us start. Forehead, cheeks, so you check they are relaxed or they are giving you a hard time. Eyes, nose, neck and the throat, back of the neck, entire head and the neck. You remember sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness. You simply see when the mind perceives, same mind which entered unconsciously, but the same mind is now entering consciously. Right shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, palm, fingers, entire right arm. You will start having more sensation. We need that. Now the left arm, the left shoulder, upper arm means from the shoulder to the elbow. So now the left elbow, lower arm you already understood. It is from the elbow to the wrist. Palm, fingers, the entire left arm. Now we move our awareness on the right leg, the right side of the waist, the right thigh, the right knee, and from the knee to the ankles. I'm not saying, so you remember where the right ankle, sole, toes, the entire right leg. Now the left leg, the left side of the waist, the left thigh, left knee, left calf, left ankle, left sole, left toes, and the entire. This is just the beginning. Once we go deeper, you will realize, oh, body is just lying down, it is sleeping, and I'm totally separate and different from it. So we are going step by step. Middle portion of the body. Right shoulder, left shoulder, rib cage in the front, belly, waist in the front, waist at the back, spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade. How many times you forget to experience sensation, awareness, relaxation, and stillness? You just say in your mind. I'm not saying that, force your experience. Just say that is enough. Entire middle portion of the body. Next week we are going to have a very deeper practice. So it is better if you do the practice regularly and experience the changes. And now, breath awareness. So casually look inside the forehead, be aware, and just say that yes, I'm in peace, I'm in calmness, or I am peace, separate, different from the body. That peace is independent. And just be aware. Aware of what? I am and the head and the neck. The moment you say I am and the head and the neck, the moment you added the and, definitely it is different. I am in the right arm. I am and the left arm. I am and the right leg. I am and the left leg. I am and the middle portion of the body. I'm doing it little faster so that I'm not giving an opportunity to the impulsive mind to take over you. I am in the entire body. Look at the body, experience the body as if it is sleeping. I am and the body. And this body is sleeping. Body cannot be aware, body cannot be conscious. So let the body sleep consciously and the mind be engaged in the mantra. So when there is no other thought coming from the habitual unconscious nature, your body will relax deeply. So you're looking at the breath going in, Shantoham, and the space. Breath coming out, Shantoham, and the space. That is all. There is nothing to be done. Shantoham, I'm the peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. How are you, Sophie?
I'm very good, Girish, thank you. I could feel like the palpitation of the blood in all my fingers and
Very good. That is what the next step of experience is. Yes. Yes, very good. So not only we feel the palpitation in a particular part, but we feel the palpitation throughout the body. So nobody should be scared if we have that experience. Beautiful. How are you, Charlie?
yeah, I felt almost like pins and needles and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like waves of tingly energy and
Tingling, yes.
yeah, it was. I seem to remember you said last week. I think you said that that's what happens when you go to sleep. We're just not aware of it.
Yes, yes.
So it was really weird. I was just like, oh, this is what we've felt every night or whenever we've gone to sleep for our whole lives, and this is the first time that I'm aware of it.
Yeah, yes, yes. That is the beauty. So when I'm aware of those tingly sensation, you rightly said, needle in the pins. So he need not to be get scared because let it settle and let me consciously understand this. Why? So that I can put body into that deeper state of calmness and relaxation just at will. That is the beauty of these practices. How are you, John?
Hey, Girish, I'm fine. I'm trying to follow the practice but I'm a little bit distracted by the heavy rain up on the skylight above me.
Oh, heavy rain, fire station. I won't say Sophie, cat. Yes, so what happens? Yeah, it will come by practice. One day the mind is distracted, means the mind is scattered outside in the world. We are simply changing the direction. So, when that happens, when you are doing the practice on your own, and then tell the mind that I'll be repeating the practice. If you can, dare you, go outside. That is the way of self discipline. And even if the second time it happens, okay, I will do it the third time. Mind, dare you go outside? So, what is happening? You did the three time of practice, you are already deeply relaxed, and the mind you have taught a discipline. That is what we discuss. It's okay. How are you, Mead?
Well, I feel very peaceful and very grateful to my dear friend Sophie.
Ah,
I happened to turn my cell phone on
okay.
to see. I forgot it was tonight, and so my dear friend Sophie left me a text, and I immediately joined you.
Very good.
And
Very
I feel so happy.
Forgetfulness, yes. We don't forget to go to the washroom. We don't forget to eat. We don't forget so many things. That's why this is programmed by the nature. And we also don't forget if mind is very impulsive. What the heck? And I don't like you. Just it comes into the mind. You see that? So that impulsive mind we are changing. We are changing. It will happen. So that is all for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will meet.